Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, team. Back again for another week of winning sports betting picks and selections, complimentary from two of the greatest minds in sports betting, Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. How are you today, Ramon? It looks like we're all done with the NBA and the NHL now. It was kind of, I don't know, maybe it seemed a little weird that it was a back-to-back days that suddenly we ended the seasons not in any sort of game sevens. They were predicted, or I guess the outcomes came faster than what we had thought.
Well, I just got back from the strip. We've been partying up and down, driving up and down the strip all night long, celebrating the Golden Knights
Yeah,
victory
you're probably not getting any sleep.
here in Las Vegas. Hello. Welcome to the Morning Steam. Yes, with the Midwest's premier sports handicapper, Mindy Hahn. I'm Ramon Scott, your host, coming to you from the home of the NHL champion, Vegas Golden Knights. Mindy, I don't know what to do. I might want to claim this championship here. I've been here for 6 months. I've never lived in a city that won a world championship,
Right.
having come from San Diego, where they're strictly a minor league town. And here we have all the pro sports here in Las Vegas. World champion Vegas Golden Knights. Everybody's pretty stoked. A lot of community pride here. I'll look at it more objectively. I would say I do see a lot of pride in this team. What is Vegas going to know about hockey? In fact, I think the perception of the rest of the league or the hockey world would say that 6 years in to win the expansion teams don't really win championships too frequently here, and Vegas gets it done.
And then they get excited already for next year, right? They have the Avalanche up there, number one in the odds ratings for next year already.
Yeah. Look, this team will still have, I think, some things to, consider moving forward, but they should be talked about in the mix as well. So, yeah, our seasons are over. We're in the grind now of baseball and a little, WNBA. That's what we'll have here today on the show. I want to welcome everyone. We'll say hello in here and get it rolling. But yeah, you mentioned it, Mindy, the Colorado Avalanche may be right there, but I think Boston, Edmonton, Toronto as well, maybe considered in there, and maybe a few other teams maybe run pretty deep, actually. Heading into next season, we shall see. But the NHL draft just 2 weeks away, I believe, from today. So let's see what happens. We know who's going first. We know where we think he's going, but we'll see when we get there. Let's say hello to our friends that are here we're here for another week. Hello, everybody. We're here. We're still here. And take a look at our friends here going to join us for the show. We're talking baseball, so let's give everyone that's going to join us a lot of credit for being baseball fans, baseball bettors, the select few, if you will, because this is where we're supposed to grind a little bit here now for the next couple of months. We got some other sports going on, but really 50 days, let's just call it, before we kind of roll into some football here. So
the longest 50 days of our lives.
We'll be here. I'm pretty sure we'll be here. Let's say hello to our friends. See who shows up today now with down to these sports. Let's say hello to Blake, who was here today. First off, and Fernando is here. Bionic and Sue coming to us from the two old ladies in here. Fernando talking. Hey, we'll talk about him. We will talk about him. There are plenty of things to talk about with the hottest team going right now, not called the Golden Knights at this point. We'll talk about those swinging A's and what happened last night. I had mentioned on the Monday show, Mindy, I said, "Oh, that was peak A's last night." They'd never gotten to a point where all eyes were on them, and they got. But you know what? It happened again last night. And I think all eyes were really on them when they got that win because they had their reverse protest or whatever it is. I have some opinions. Maybe we'll talk about it when we get to the A's portion of the preview. Curtis is here, of course. Thank you, Curtis, for getting us started. Thomas Lewis, Ron Hahn here, ready. He's ready to. So we're still going against the A's. We're giving some money back here of late. Thank you, Ron. Smash us, like us here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. And Matt D, he's still celebrating. We didn't get a chance to congratulate Mindy Nuggets fans.
I know. That's awesome that they got it done.
And so that's what you were talking about. I'm just seeing some breaking news coming across right now. Just pass it along here before we get started because it does have to do with today's games and the previews to the show. And maybe everybody was coming equipped and ready to talk about the games. Maybe they knew, but with their pitching, I think everyone maybe checked the odds a little bit right coming in, Mindy, to the morning that Strider was going to start game one and it was going to be against Olsen, but now the Tigers have gone back to Lorenzen to start the first game. It'll be Strider and Lorenzen in game one, and probably Smith, Shawver, and Olsen in, or let me get this straight. It'll be Strider and Olsen now in game one. Just like yesterday, we're back to we're back to where we were on yesterday's original game. It looks like Strider and Olsen now in game one, and then in game two, probably Smith Shawver, I'm thinking, but Lorenzen has been announced as the Tiger starter for sure. Let me just jot that down, and everyone might have had it switched back a little bit because I think the Tigers look like they were going to switch it up. So we'll talk about it more in just a second. So let's see who else here. Yeah, that score was crazy last night. The hockey game, it was over, right? It was over. Yeah. It was over first period. I mean, after Kachuk was ruled out of the game, it just they were never in it, right? The goals came so fast. It was 4-1, and before you know it. So Brett had Golden Knights memorabilia, and what happened? So, yeah, Matt, I talked about that, Matt, actually a little bit with Colorado, right? And maybe we could wrap up the basketball here on this show a little bit too, since we just have the 15 games and the one in WNBA. But Mindy, in Colorado, you have Stan Kroenke, the owner of the Rams. He won the Super Bowl with the Rams. He also won the NHL championship as the owner of the Avalanche. He also won the NBA championship now with the Nuggets. Imagine that. Basically 3 championships in a row. Yeah, we know that since then the Super Bowl was won by another team. The NHL championship was won by another team last night. But this guy's a championship sports owner. He's also won the lacrosse championship with the major league. Yeah.
Okay.
With the Denver Mammoth.
Okay.
The Colorado Mammoth. He won as an owner of that team. And he also won, this might seem to some of our inexperienced, and I don't claim to know that much, but we know that esports is a big thing. It's wagered on quite a bit. He also won the the owner of the Colorado team, or the Los Angeles team, the Los Angeles Gorillas of the Call of Duty League. Wow. Seems kind of a little bit, like, oh, what?
Yeah.
These are $25 million franchises, these esports leagues. That's how much that franchise is supposedly worth, and they won that championship too. So, and I just noted it because on that day, on Monday night, I had mentioned on Twitter that Mr. Kroenke, and like I said, I'm a San Diegan, but there's a big problem in San Diego, as I call them, a minor league town. They don't have, professional buildings. They don't have newfangled buildings like Vegas is building here, but Kroenke has gone in and now taken over a major project, and they're going to build a brand new arena with Mr. Kroenke in charge there. So San Diego, maybe one day they'll get professional hockey or professional basketball, and if they do, they're going to have a beautiful Kroenke building. Just maybe not like the one in LA, but I mean, that is a pretty spectacular football stadium. So I've seen the plans. A big development should be pretty awesome. Ron says he's going to order himself a jersey. I was just going to get something that said, champions, a shirt or something. Maybe I'll wear it on the show, but everything's all priced up. Remember I don't know if they still do, they win the championship and then the first commercial is order your jersey.
Yeah, that's right.
Order your championship.
Disneyland.
This t-shirt is $45. Renoir, hello. Fernando's been riding the wave with the A's. What a moment last night. Some bizarre things were going on with those fans and their protests. Julian Dobson, hello. We're not here on Tuesdays, Renoir, so that's why I'm kind of talking it up a little bit. So Solo, also Tuan Lee, let's go. Yes. We were 4-2 with our picks yesterday, Mindy. We didn't have a show, but we did have our premium picks that we got together. If anybody subscribes, for our subscribers that we have, yes, they got the winners from us yesterday, and Matt. So hey, maybe Matt and I are celebrating our championships. I don't know, Mindy. I feel kind of dirty, just latching onto this team just 6 months in, not even getting here until halfway through the season. So I don't know. I just watched quietly. I didn't jump up and down and cheer. I think only one team would do that, maybe two, for me at this age. But very happy. Everyone here in a pretty good mood. So some little bit of things go on in Denver, but again, some of it was unrelated really to the championship. It just that a lot of commotion was going on and some things got out of hand over there. And we're not gonna say that it was a bad scene there. Matt talking about that we Luis is here today, and all right. We don't. Well. We're in the Discord. I was in the Discord, so. All right, Doubles here today as well. Good morning to Doubles. And Ron, what's he saying here? Atlanta. Oh, he's ready to go. Oh, weather was bad in Detroit. Okay, well, yeah, with the cancellation, yeah. Tyrone. What's Nukchuck? Is that something I shouldn't be saying on the air?
Yeah, maybe.
Nukchuck.
I think it's phonetic spelling.
Canuckchuck. Am I saying, is it one of those words that I'm not supposed to say, like when they come in with one of those funny names that Tony slips up on sometimes? Okay, Rodney says, hey, what about, can I pay? I don't see why not. That'll be a fun sweat. All right. Okay. Blake says I'm a Stoner fan with I do know this because I saw it on Twitter. It wasn't on my feed, Mindy. It wasn't on my, but I saw as soon as they won, because I follow like a lot of Las Vegas feeds on Twitter,
Sure.
and one of them says the dispensary, everything is 40% off. Celebrate the victory. Come into the dispensary. So
That's
a lot
funny.
of people.
You got to get your marketing out there somehow, right? What a good time to do it.
Gerardo and I spend don't get the wrong. We spend many nights together, Gerardo and I, in random sports chat rooms around the internet. If you find any of these talking heads shows similar to Mindy and I, but they're in the middle of the sporting events, Gerardo and I are usually in there making trouble. Gerardo with giving me Australian horse winners at
nice.
while you're already in bed asleep.
Right.
We're betting Australia. CTG is here.
You guys are the diehards, I tell you.
Fernando, well, we could tell you a little bit about me becoming the Discord, but we'll show you in just a minute as well. Most of my daily packages are, $30 just for 3, 5, sometimes 7 games, but definitely cheaper if you go long term with us a little bit. Miles is here as well. Renoir, yep. Tim Ray is here. Hello to Tim. Thank you. We're great. We are great, and we're happy. There we go. Thank you, Mindy, for that. Yep. Yeah, and don't be alarmed by that 1,200. That's if you get us for a whole year.
A whole year, yeah.
I would almost be insulted if someone paid $1,200 for me for a whole year, but that's our price. I can be had. All right, but hello to Tim. Maybe Tim has been with us once or twice, and I just got excited because he doesn't say hello too often. But hello to Tim. Maybe he's a regular viewer and hasn't just had a chance to say hi. So hello, Tim. Neil is here as well. Gerardo and I, yeah, I think we were in chat rooms pre-pandemic, so that's a long time in YouTube standards.
Right.
Okay. All right. And Ron, what does he say? Let's go over to Tony'sPicks.com. He's ordered these hockey. I liked, it's fun. I like no name on the jersey. I don't like to wear other players' names too much. I'd rather have, my thing was always buying jerseys that had a player's last name of Scott, and then it'd say Scott on the back.
Right. Bernard Scott.
Oh, nice, Blake. Okay, yeah. And that's the way I felt about the Golden Knights and their rise to the top is it seemed like when Mark Stone was in the lineup that Vegas was going to win every time. And then when he wasn't in there, that's when Vegas seemed to go on their little slides a little bit. I think it happened twice during the season. Let's go over to Tony'sPicks.com. We got to get the show rolling, but I want to show you who did well on Tuesday. And it was Collins Brown. Shout out Collins. 4-0 on the day, Mindy, over there. I was second there. 5.
Nice work.
3 on the day. I went 2-0 with my WNBA premiums. We both were on, Mindy, the Atlanta Dream yesterday in Premium Land, I believe. Against the Liberty, and it won it outright. I think.
Yeah, they did. Won it outright.
And one of my winners was the Golden Knights. I don't want to say it was easy money, but it just seemed like
easy money.
Well, yeah, going into the game might have been pretty. Just the thing was, Mindy. If you look at it, the early opener, or at least the send out. I don't know if anybody could get that price, but I mean, I think it was $1.40.
Oh, shit.
And then, by the time, the kind of the line came out for most people, maybe $1.70. By the time Kachuk was announced injured, and by the time they dropped it was like $2.40. So sometimes the value's gone, but the move is correct. And there was nothing really to indicate yesterday, I think, that you kind of get scared sometimes and say, oh, look, it's all the value. There was plenty of value on the Florida Panthers. There was a ton of value. But who, were you really going to pull the trigger on them? Some people did, I know. And there we are, Mindy. There's our 4-2 for Team
Nice.
Steve. Sam as well, 4-2. Tim Irwin there, 3-2. Ralph Raymond, 5-3. Nick Fartini, kind of rolling with the favorites there. It looked like he was 8-4 on the day, and just a slight profit. But that to me just looks like maybe some favorites, maybe lost there for him. But hey, there's for the last week, he's been on the underdogs. Look at that, just a game over 500, but he's up 262. Tim Irwin, Joseph Schultz, Daniel Velocichuk, a little profit in there. Last 30 days, it's Sean Dinwiddie. King of totals up a dime. Mindy, you're right there, up 887 over the last 30 days. Tim Irwin as well, plus 840. Joseph Schultz, plus 780. Ben Ruhala's up a nickel here over the last 30 days. And there we are, still hanging in there. Morning Steam team as well. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages, including those from Mindy and I. We'll get them rolling here. We're going to give you a bunch of free winners in just a moment. Free picks, yep, complimentary selections from Mindy Hahn, and then I'm going to try to get them right with Mindy. But don't forget, we'll have our premium packages up here right after the show, and there's day baseball, Mindy, that we're going to have
what?
to.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah, your favorite.
It is my favorite. It gives me something to do during the day.
3 or 4 games here. I say 4 because that second game of the doubleheader will come in kind of late afternoon. But Daniel's got a 3-pack there on Wednesday. And we'll feature our man, Tony T, that 3-pack of Major League Baseball premium plays for today. Thank you, Tony, for all you do. We miss you. All right. Let's get rolling here, Mindy, with the show and get into these baseball games. Whoops.
Well,
you can't get enough yet, Tony, but we're going to have to get you off the screen there. All right. And all right. Any more stopping in? Rodney, Talkins. Okay, everybody's, yep, just regulars here. So, FKD. All right, there we go. There's somebody else. Chuan, thank you. We'll see you in there as well. All right, Mindy, so I'm going to have to almost correct. Let me fix my graphic for the first game now and get those pitchers right, because it'll be still Strider now for the Braves, but now it'll be back to Olsen. This is the original matchup. We didn't talk about it yesterday. We weren't here, but
right.
Anybody knows this was the originally scheduled matchup for yesterday, not a typo. Like I said, you might have come in here. I know you guys are doing your homework a little bit. It's obvious. So you might have had. I'm not saying I'm trying to prove that I'm right, or it's not about that. But the news just came across at the top of the hour that the Tigers were going back. So Olsen in game 1, Lorenzen in game 2. We don't officially know that it's Smith-Shawver in game 2. Maybe we'll just lump these two together, Mindy. I was going to separate them a little bit, but let's just tackle the doubleheader because there's no line even on the second game yet. So Here you go. Hand it off to you. Strider, 240, 8.5. Now the total is wrong here, though, with the pitching change. The total is 8 over 15. 8 over 15. Obviously, the Braves a big favorite.
Yeah, so on our day off on Tuesday, we kind of play the show the same way that we do every day, right? I give my I go first. I give my rundown to Ramon. I send him a text with all of my picks for the day. And number 1 yesterday, it said Braves under. So that's how I'm going to go here again today, since that pitching matchup has been, recreated as if it were yesterday's game. So I will be picking the under in this one here for sure today, based off of the bats for the Tigers and the pitching for the Braves. So that's how I am going. And so, then Ramon, he writes me back and says, hey, these are the ones that I agree with you with. These are the ones I'm doing premium on. And we go from there. So it was a fun day yesterday. We still get to enjoy each other's company there and making picks even on our day off.
Yeah, and again, anybody that, see you guys saying missed you. Michael, we weren't here yesterday. Good to see you, Michael Griffin. Hello. Thank you. Pleasure to have you here. But yeah, so even though we don't have a show, we do get together and get our picks together, 4-2. All right, here is Ron says Braves -2.5 in game one, and Strider to get that win. All right. I imagine this one might have not that many picks because of the
Yeah,
situation.
weird.
So Rodney will have some picks. Yeah. Yep. Fernando said it right there. Damian Betts, hello today as well. There. Hi, Damian. So, okay, Mindy will take the under with this one. And so, once the line came out, we did see some movement right away. The steam was in on the under and the Tigers. Was that right? I'm just going off the line service and their little alert, not necessarily, you know, but that's the way the move apparently has come in on game one. That does seem interesting. I'm interested in the Tigers here now. If they're going to stay with Olson, Strider definitely has not been necessarily of late the pitcher that you know. Well, I don't want to say he's still so young, right? I mean, we're not going to criticize him.
Blows everyone down.
Yeah, that just because he's hit the wall a little bit here, I don't think we're going to worry too much about him. I think Renoir wants the under with you, Mindy. I'll take Tigers on the run line here. Kind of agree with you, but I'm scared at 8, to be honest here. So I'll take Tigers plus 1.5. Yesterday, I did in this matchup. I did go with my social media pick was on the Braves, but remember yesterday that line was 210. If I'm not mistaken, with these two pitchers, the way I mean that's what I have written down here on my. Well, though it did actually go up to 245. Well, I'm gonna take the run line here. So hey, William, there's William today. Nice to see you. Thank you. Damien will take Detroit with me. Butterscotch will also do that. And Renoir wants to go Tigers here all of a sudden. Miles is on Tigers. Yeah, Renoir, I don't have a problem. You want to stick with the Braves. I just this price pretty high. Makeshift doubleheader here. I'm gonna come in on the Tigers run line. All right, over's a lock here, people.
Look out.
Says Curtis. All right, Mindy. So we're on. Mindy's on the under. I'm on the Tigers run line. Game 2, no line available. Mindy, I don't know if you want to hazard a guess. Smith Shawver not even officially, on the list at this point. But I would imagine that he might be the starter here. So do you want to talk about this game at all?
Well, I mean, this is one I was kind of going to look back at, just kind of how doubleheaders go. If I kind of think, maybe more like you a little bit with the Braves might get the win, but the Tigers get the run line. I think, again, it's going to be close. I'm going to take the Tigers on the run line in the next one as well, only because, look, it's 22-35 is the ATS record there for the Braves on the run line. I mean, they just don't win by 2 that often. So I am going to go ahead and come back on the Tigers game 2 on the run line.
Okay, and I will. It's the second game of a doubleheader. I'll just blindly take the under. I think
we could have just done that, yeah.
Hopefully, no one's rushing, waiting for the line to come out so they can bomb the second game. I even have a different pick later, to be honest with you, on the second game. Let's just do it because we're doing it here. With this doubleheader. And look, I actually have the matchup actually wrong now here. Let me get it right for game 2 so everyone realizes, because it'll be Lorenzen now for the Tigers in this one. And we'll get off this doubleheader right away. But think this one's going to go off. Maybe Ron could tell us, said that weather was bad yesterday. How we looking today? All right. Let's roll into the card where we know a little bit more about what's going on here.
Right.
There's a little bit more. Butterscotch not betting the second game at all, even when it comes out, it sounds like there. Ron on the Braves. Fernando, Braves win first game, Tigers win second game. All right. Hope they get one. Looking good for tonight. Sounds like. All right. All right, we know a little bit more here. Let's get rolling with this card. Now we're still in day games here. This one is at 1 Eastern, 12 Mindy, and 10 Pacific with the Brewers and the Twins. Colin Ray and Bailey Ober here. Ober a favorite minus 155. That's down from an opener of about $1.70 or so. The total is 8.5 over minus 115.
Yeah, I'm thinking that Ober is the better pitcher here in this game. Also, the Brewers suddenly cannot score any sort of runs whatsoever.
Bill.
I'm gonna go ahead and go on the under in this one.
Mindy will take the under, and I think I'll probably be right behind her in this one with Brewers. I wouldn't mean to talk over you, but you know what I mean. It's like the Brewers, for whatever reason, I think everyone is expecting at least a little more from this offense this season, but it has not been going real well. And I'm gonna go 8.5. I almost want to. Well, I almost want to say I think it was going to be a premium, Mindy,
Right.
to go under. But if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it. Look, Ober, what can you say? If anything, he's not getting great run support. He's been terrific. 2.61 ERA so far. Minnesota's got a pretty good bullpen. This team is a legitimate, team right now, no doubt about it. 3.5 ERA for that bullpen. Let's take him, Mindy, or let's go under. In this one, I said let's take them. I'm actually leaning to the Brewers just because of that price. Not sure yet if I'll be on them today, but our pick's going to be on the under here in this one, no matter what the chat says, because I'm committed.
Because I'm doing it.
Yeah, we've already done it. Whatever the chat says.
Sorry, too late.
Yeah, here's Bionic on the Twins. In this one, Solo's on the Twins. Fernando's on the Twins run line, and he's also on the under. It's 8.5. You'll get a better price for sure than that. Luis will be on the Brewer. You know, Luis is one of our favorite contrarians. I'm kind of, like I said, leaning there and probably get an okay run line price as well. Maybe that's where I'll end up personally. Fernando's ready to call one of those plays a lock. Brett likes the under. You know, Brett will have some pitcher props for us, too. And Butterscotch talking about Buxton out of this lineup right now, and he'll be on the under with us here. Let's see how the injury updates stand right now. No change there. No new updates anyway. Renoir on the Brewers. And Ron leans under here. All right, Mindy, we're on the under. We've got to play. We're ready off and going for another week of morning steam plays. We're still in daytime action here. 1:15 Eastern, 12:15 Mindy, and 10:15 Pacific with the Giants and the Cardinals in this one. DeSclafani and Montgomery. Montgomery is up to $1.50, maybe even up to $1.55 now. The steam has come in here on the Cardinals this morning for sure. Total 8.5 over 20.
Yeah, I like the Cardinals today, even though I kind of feel like Montgomery's been a little sluggish at times. But if I look at how he does historically versus this Giants team, only allows a 2.97 slugging percentage, 25% K rate as well versus this Giants team. I'm going to go back on the Cardinals here today. Again, I wish that price was a little bit lower, but I'll take them today.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting to me that this definitely was some widely reported steam. I mean, that's I think obvious because of this price. I mean, this thing was really in the opener as low as $1.30. So
Yeah, see, I
really,
much prefer $1.30.
yeah. Well, at least, and then again, I mean, that's kind of maybe the qualifier here as far as now being, if you will, a free play on the show because
Right.
I don't know. Montgomery. Yeah, look, the numbers are okay, are good, or okay. The metrics are a little bit better. 3.88 ERA. He's right on par with DeSclafani. Certainly, Montgomery has had to work very hard in his starts. I mean, they do not provide him any run support at all. Uh, he's in the money burner category.
Money
Basically,
burner.
yeah, dropping 60 cents off of every dollar if you bet on Montgomery every time so far this season. So the fact that I'm laying a bigger price here is not going to probably not going to get me on the same side as Mindy here in this one. I'm going to go under with the Giants and the Cards today. Um, only the here's you talk about following the steam, chasing the steam, market guy Ramon here, and this is one where I want the under, and uh, the market is telling me over. I want it as a premium, and only because the market itself is kind of keeping me off. I have to respect the market instead of my own numbers a little bit sometimes. So let's see here. Um, Want to catch up with you guys a little bit here on the plays. Sorry about that. Here's Fernando on the Cardinals. Rodney, I saw your comment on the walk off. Thank you. Sorry we didn't get to that when we previewed that game. The good point about that game with the Brewers. I was just steamed because I had the under yesterday in that one. So Jared says take the Giants here. Fernando's on the under. Solos with you, Mindy, on the Cardinals here. Scott says San Francisco has all the value. That's the way I feel about it as well. I'll probably find a way. I don't think it'll be a premium, but I might be just opposite Mindy. Not necessarily again. You know, these pitchers are probably a little bit equal. Maybe yes, Cardinals are at home, but I mean they're nothing special obviously right now. Maybe the Giants playing a little better. I think these bullpens are probably equal considering the Cardinals are at home. So the price just looks high. Bionics on the Cardinals, and yeah, what? Why are the Giants? Why did they eat red? No, geez, Niger, they're hot. I know what you meant. He's got the autocorrect driving him crazy. So, Jared says, ride San Fran, ride this little streak here. Renoir likes the Giants. Doubles likes the Giants. Ron's got a K prop. He says Montgomery to go over. Blake on the Giants. And yeah, Butterscotch, that's just it. Butterscotch is going to find some weaknesses in the Cardinals.
The Cardinals team, yeah.
That's just it, though. I'm not kidding, Mindy, about that. I mean, Montgomery probably deserves better right now. Like I said, you giving away 60 cents every time you're betting on this guy right now. So, not to say it's not going to happen today for Mindy. And Rodney says avoid that sweep. Giants looking ahead to their rivals. And all right. Luis on the Giants as well. Butterscotch will take him on the run line. I want to say hello to Marco Carrasco. It looks like a new name for us. Buenos dias, amigos. Hello to Marco. He says the Orioles are his team. He's going to the game tomorrow. Enjoy, Marco, and thank you.
Rodney's going to be jealous of not going to the game tomorrow once he gets tickets right away.
CTG first 5. All right. Mindy's on the Cards. I'm on the under. Let's keep it rolling here with Major League Baseball. And we still got our 80 friends here, Mindy.
That's
So
right.
they like baseball or they just love gambling.
Probably both, right? Probably both.
We'll see.
I must say, I do like baseball a lot more this year
Well, I'm
with
just a little
everything that's
frustrated.
going on
Baseball
with
is supposed to be my second best sport. College basketball, probably number one. Baseball, number two. Hasn't maybe worked out. Maybe this is our first year doing the whole show. I'm never leaving you, Mindy. I'm not blaming the show, but we give out so many picks. I wonder if I'm just zigging when I should be zagging. Let's talk about the Blue Jays and the Orioles.
I'm just saying, like, from a fan standpoint, I like it that it's sped up a little bit. I like the faster action. I think it's gone really well this year. I was not necessarily convinced when we started the season that it was going to be better for baseball, but I think it kind of has turned out that way.
Yeah, I'll respect all the people that are kind of old school on this a little bit, but the reviews from, you know, Joe Average fan walking out the gate when they've asked these people, this is way better. This is way better. So it's really just amazing. Yeah, I'm a little down on the little shift thing.
Yeah.
I'm a big pro shift. I think they should be able to do whatever they want there, but hasn't necessarily. And look, like I said a couple days ago, uh, games are on average 20 minutes faster in completion. And it's actually a little more. I'm just trying to think it'll probably slow up a little bit. And the runs are nearly a half a run more per game, and everyone loves a little more offense. So
Right.
let's talk about this Blue Jays and Orioles game here today. We're in the night games now, so pretty good one here. These guys have had an interesting series, certainly. I had the over yesterday as my premium pick in this one, and I believe we were on the Oriole. No, I don't remember what you recommend. So, anyways, Minnie, this one, Barrios and Bradish, uh, Blue Jays 115, and this total is dropping 9 under 25 now.
Well, I'm just kind of looking here at Jose Barrios and what he's done. Really good consecutive, 4 in a row?
Yeah,
Really strong
on the
start.
road.
And I think they're going to be able to keep that up. I know that this Orioles team can score, but the Blue Jays can too. I'm going to go with the Blue Jays, especially after that big outing yesterday.
Right, Mindy, going to take the Blue Jays here in this one with Barrios. Yeah, he's been on the road. He's been strong. Hats off, 3.61 ERA so far this season. Bradish got a 4.25 ERA, but hasn't been too bad. We know Orioles bullpen, one of the best. Toronto's probably, also pretty decent in the pen, but man, this total, I'm waiting for it, 8.5. I was thinking premium. I'm maybe was leading Orioles, so I'm not going to be with Mindy. I'm not sure on this one, but I really like the over, and it's going down. But since I got to give one out on the show, I'm giving out another good one here. I think, Mindy, I'm going to go over. We've seen runs in this series. We've seen interesting games in this series. So Marco can tell us all about his Orioles here. He's given us the official preview of the game almost there in the chat with these Orioles right now. And Marco maybe wasn't here. Who was it that was saying, should I take the Orioles future to win the American League?
Right.
Who was that? I know you're there, and I just didn't remember it. But Renoir's on the Orioles. Jared says Orioles on fire. Hard to believe. I don't know if we kind of saw this coming a little. It's funny because of the way it's with. You still got the Yankees. You got the Jays are out of their mind despite their slump right now, and of course the Sox. But how about it with the Orioles? He's got Richmond for a homer today. Bionic on the Blue Jays with you. There it is. Rodney's talking about it a little bit. And, I think that we're starting to think it's a little bit, that they're live. Butterscotch wants the money line here. Thank you for the weather update. Marco, sounds like a lovely time. Sounds like a lovely day. And yeah, Jared, that is it. That is interesting talking about it still. And I think you're starting to see the bookmakers. To me, if I look at these totals, yeah, I know that that Yankees Mets, but I mean, look who's pitching, and also the Astros game in Seattle where the games are low. But it seems like on some of these games, the
Right.
bookmakers have made a few adjustments here over the last couple of days. I think you're going to see some unders from me here, even on this show today. So, yeah, how about Gunner doing the job at that? Man, Hender's just doing a great job. That's awesome, Twan. That makes us feel um, amazing, quite frankly, that people would sit here and listen to us. Love you guys. We're we're why you keep coming. Well, we like our bosses here, but you guys are the reasons we're showing up every day. I promise you that. All right, yeah, Jared, that Yankee, no doubt about it. We know, but Orioles pretty good, 3.41, and maybe, just maybe, the best, most exciting closer anyway when he's in there right now, right? Damian on Baltimore, so Mindy's on Toronto, and I'll take the over in this one. We have one more. Oh, thank you, Marco. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good batter versus pitcher there, Rodney. Thank you. I don't do as much batter. I look at the compilation on one particular site of the expected lineup, and I just don't go in specifically. I know because you guys like your player props, but without playing any daily fantasy anymore, Mindy, I kind of don't spend any
Don't
time
keep
too
up on
much
that.
on that. I treat the lineup as a whole. There's one site that kind of list. Do you guys remember a site? Mindy, I don't know if you use this site, but they kind of shut it down. But it had the best. I thought the best batter versus pitcher clearly laid out daily baseball data, and the guy just
Hmm.
shut it down. He didn't think anybody was reading it or wasn't worth his time. But I thought that was the best. Now, what do you guys use for batter versus pitcher? If I might, I'm using a daily ambush. I think is one of my favorites to get that because it's clearly laid out with the lineups. I know maybe also RotoWire. Maybe you guys are using. Give me your suggestions here. What you think? All right, Mindy, the Rockies and the Red Sox in this one, and they've had some fun in this series as well. Yesterday, I saw some big time runs and the game go over here, but today it'll be Gomber and Whitlock. This is a pretty big number again. Red Sox 225, maybe 230, 9.5 over 20.
Yeah, to me, it looks like it's still going to be an over game here, especially with
Mm.
Gomber. These guys are, salivating, ready to hit against him. That's for sure. I think it just comes down to both of these teams can kind of generate some offense. They've shown that. I think it's going to go over the total here again today.
Mindy wants to go over with the Rockies and the Red Sox. Yeah, not getting that best price because that's where the steam came in, Mindy, on this over here this morning. And boy, could it get to a juice down 10? You got to wonder if it'll keep going up after what happened in yesterday's game. This is one where I think that it's in Boston, but this is, uh, getting pretty high here. Gomber's been bad. We know that. Probably should be somber the way it's going. Man, 7.5 ERA so far. Whitlock's got an ERA of 4.78 this season. So here's Fernando on the Rockies. Luis is going over. Fernando's going over with you, Mindy. I just feel like it's gone too high for me a little bit. Uh, I don't want to put us in any bad spots. Mindy and I usually, the games we agree on, of course, we put on the site, as our premiums. Here's Bionic on the Rockies. And good morning to Michael as well. I think that's over in this game. Bo Sox or Boston there. I think he's saying. Twan says I'm coming back with Boston to win. Yeah, Gomber makes me somber. That's what I was trying to say. Like, And Ron, maybe I'm with Ron here, not fading you guys at all. Because look, I was in pocket yesterday on the over. That's how I'll describe it if I'm playing the game without giving it as a real. You can't release every game.
Right.
And all right, Ron on the under, but I am going to be. This price is too high. The rent is too damn high. I'm going to take the Rockies on the run line. 240. I mean, this is when the Rockies are supposed to surprise you. Yeah, good one, Rodney. Yeah, Swish has a good one too. Okay, let's keep it rolling here next with let's just look. I know that we're not getting vintage This is the game of the day, Mindy. I don't care if there's some other good matchup. This is Cole and Verlander. Hopefully, look, JV really doesn't go through many slumps like this. So you just kind of wonder. You hope it's not over for JV, and you're never gonna, let's give him a chance. It's only, middle of June, and he's had some issues. So this is the game of the day, though, just because it's Cole, it's Verlander. Cole is favored because Verlander's slumping, and it's Cole. He's been hot. The total has dropped here to 7.5 under 20.
Yeah, one of my friends left yesterday from Omaha, going out to New York for the Subway Series.
Wow!
So it's he's from New York, so he went back. He is a Mets fan though, and so I don't know why I'm taking the Yankees today, but that's where I'm going. So sorry to root against you, Justin. I didn't mean to do it. But anyway, I just think Verlander here, he has to find a way to be more consistent. You kind of talked about it. We think that these guys are going to go ahead and get in their grooves, and some of these folks have just not been themselves this season. I think Cole's coming off his first loss, might buckle down here a little bit more, get back to form as well. So going with the Yankees here today.
All right. Yeah, I will too. Go with, look, I mean, Cole's 2 runs better on the ERA right now than Verlander. I don't know what you guys think of Verlander. I hope it's not over, but also, we mentioned that Yankees bullpen. I think someone said it, 2.72, right? Is that what it was? 2.72 bullpen here. They said 2.42. I think it's might be higher, but no, nonetheless, it's still, nearly a half a run higher than the next best bullpen. This bullpen has been outstanding. And when you pitch at home, they are a little bit tighter, and Mets here are at home in this one. But let's take a look. Luis says Yankees. Fernando says Yankees. Fernando also on the over here. Maybe, but we'll see with these lineups the way there's Bionic on the Yankees. Ron says Verlander gets the win today. Mindy, I want to say hello, coming to us from Australia. Kitty Bella Show. I don't know what it must be. It sounds like a viral channel that I spend too much time before I go to bed looking at cat videos, and then they get 1 million views.
Right.
But thank you to Kitty joining us from Australia, who's taking the Red Sox. So, Kitty, you a transplant? You a Major League Baseball fan in Australia? I was going to maybe talk a little, the getting ready for the Australian Basketball League, ready to fire up here. Let's see. Brett likes Cole Cape Prop over. Hello to Darren today. He's on the Yankees. CTG takes the Yankees. Solo with Cole here. Let's show Marco. Doesn't involve this game, but Marco new to us, and I want to make sure he's on record with his plays today. Thank you so much, Marco. And Butterscotch will take the Yankees. Michael Thompson on the Yankees. Damian on the Yankees. Ron says he's got Verlander to bet. Verlander, just take your $100 bill and slice it in half every time. If you've been betting on Verlander, it's been a struggle, and so I'm going to take the Yankees today in this one. All right, let's keep it moving here and get to the Angels, Mindy. And see what you have to say here with your Angels. Couple left-handers here on the road, Detmers and the former Angel, if you will, yes, and former Dodger. But I think I remember him as almost maybe predominantly as an Angel. Haney here, $1.30, down to $1.30. Definitely, Texas drew the steam. But this line right now, forget that steam. It's moving in the direction of the Angels. I'm showing Haney about $1.30 now, 9.5 under 25. So the total is dropping as well.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to look, Ramon. I'm going to go to the under in this one. I know it's one of those that Texas is, they've hit left-handers pretty well this season. But Detmers, I think, has been able to, settle into games and perform a little bit better when he needs to. If we take a look at his ERA sitting at 4.14, it's just the Angels. I think they have a little bit better bullpen here right now. I think this one should be decided in the later innings of this game. So I'm going to go ahead and go under the total here.
Well, the steam came in on the under, Mindy, in this one, which, and look, it continues to come in 9.5. I mean, this thing could go, I'd kind of peek at the odds screen here and see if there's any nines out there at this point, because no, it's mostly 9.5 juiced to the under at this point. So just see, I might have a little bit of info here. Okay. Oh, nothing too major, but it was on an early game. We're getting some lineup information. It looks like Wilson Contreras of the Cardinals. This will be his day off. He's a catcher. It's a day game, so that was the only one. So, Mindy, here for me. These two teams, they produce a lot of overs. Steam came in on the under.
I know.
Yeah, I don't mind this price on Texas now. I think $1.30. I'm yum. I'm going to take Texas. Boy, I like these plays. Hopefully, well, I'll win anywhere. I don't mind if it costs me some premiums over there. I need some winners in Major League Baseball, but I'm not sure I can get on an under with this Texas lineup today. Here, let's see what the chat has to say. I'll take Texas already. I'm pretty much. I think I'm sold on it. And Luis is on Texas here. CTG's is against you. He's on the over. CTG's on the over. Darren's on the Rangers. Brett's got his K prop. He says Detmer's under. Ron's on the under. Solo's on the over.
Right.
Fernando on the Rangers money line. And there's Butterscotch saying exactly, yeah, they've hit those lefties hard. They've got a great offense period. Hello to Justin here today on the over in this one. Bionic is on the Rangers with me. I like this price. Detmer, the 4.79 ERA this season. And Mindy, I'll stand by what I said about this Angels bullpen all season. I think I've been vindicated a little bit.
Yeah.
I can behind them a little bit. Talk about some of these good bullpens. They definitely in the top. I didn't look at it, but they got to be in the top 5 ERAs right now in the league as far as bullpens are concerned at this point. They've been doing an awesome job. Too bad their starters can't really get it going as much. But all right, Mindy on the under here, and I'm on the Rangers.
They would be the fourth best.
Fourth best, okay. Yes. And considering, they've been hanging around top 10,
so
but they've
top 5,
really.
Your Dodgers your Dodgers. Your Padres team is sitting fifth via if we just look at ERA.
Yeah, and I thought I saw that coming. I mean, I've been talking about I talked about their coaching staff, and they took the heat. They're taking the heat. All of a sudden, Padres, they're on their best roll of the season. We'll talk about them in a moment. All right, let's move on. Hello to James Edward today. Nice to see you. All right, Mindy, we
Okay.
do have a little bit of information coming out now on this game as well.
Finally.
Which we probably didn't. Let me, in fact, refresh here so I can get the latest line. And this will be, let's see, for the Osvaldo Beto. Beto missed the boat that day. He left the shack, and he's pitching for the Pirates. And
Right.
Osvaldo Beto, he's, I believe, 27 or 28 years old. The Pirates really, the fans are scratching their heads. They thought they were going to get their 2019 draft choice up here to start this game, or one or two other pitchers, but this will be Beto, who has not really done much in his minor league career until of late. He's been looking pretty good with the movement on his curveball, has a little bit of a herky-jerky, funky delivery a little bit, a lot of body parts in motion here. So we'll see. Maybe the Pirates, the way they play, there's no reason not to maybe bring up some of those talented arms, but you don't want to injure anybody either, forcing anything. Maybe we'll get a look at those players here still to come, because the Pirates have been one of those teams that have kind of been bringing up these guys here early. And I will mention, Mindy, that within the last 20 minutes or so, steam came in on the Pirates in this game. So right now the Cubs are down to $1.50 with Johnson. Drew Smiley. I probably have said John Smiley 10 times on this show and didn't,
Right.
That's how old I am. So now it's Drew Smiley here today, $1.50, the total 9.
Yeah, I just can't find a way to back Pittsburgh here today so far. Their lineup has been, I guess, a little sluggish to me. They started off so hot, and now it kind of seems like they're lacking power. So I'm going to go ahead and go on the Cubs. I like it now that it's, to be a little bit better, sitting at about minus 150 instead of closer to 170. I like Smiley at home as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Cubs. And I think they got the little bit better bullpen right now. So I'm going to go with the Cubs here today.
Well, I liked doing the Beto shuffle, but I've got to go with Smiley now at this price. I'm not chasing this steam. No way. Hope for good things for Mr. Beto, and hope he does good in his career. I want everyone to, have their moment, if you will. He's making his major league debut. Here's Luis is going to take him. Luis is on him here. With where is it? There it is. Oh.
Did we lose Ramon?
Oh.
You're coming back.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think it's me.
Yeah, I think it's you, but I can hear you every once in a while. There you go.
There we go.
You're back.
I was just I just texted you. Hopefully you guys would stand by. Stand by.
Now it's really standing by. It's stuck again. Oh, goodness. Ramon, are you still there? Are you coming back? He might have to go ahead and restart here with the way that all this sounds. At least he doesn't have it where my number is showing for all you guys to text me. Because that's all he would need to do. Oh, goodness. Ramon, where did you go? We might have to keep moving along here. If not, it usually doesn't take him too long, though, to get back on track. Yeah, probably a coffee break. That's what we should do. Just put the show on pause. Everyone go get drinks. Oh, see, there he went. So he'll be coming back to us here shortly. See, what do we got next? Let's go back and see. We'll kind of move on a little bit. How about we go to Washington and Houston, perhaps? Let's see if I can pull up some lines while he's waiting. I still have it up on WNBA here from this morning. let's see. What do we got? Nationals, Astros. There we are. So it looks like Astros minus 250. Over under setting at 7.5 on this one. Oh, we got who? I think it's Framber Valdez versus Josiah Gray. Oh, I don't know. I think in this one, I think it should be a pretty good pitching matchup. Oh, there's Ramon. I just kind of went.
Sorry,
You're kind of maybe going over some, Astros. That's where I was going to look at next.
Okay, thank you, Mindy. Sorry
right.
about that, everybody. That was just internet feed, if you will. You've already moved on. Yeah, we took the Cubs there. Certainly, we'll move to the next game. I won't.
Yeah, so I don't know if I was out of order, but my next one came up was the Astros and the Nationals.
I think I can clear these out of the way and make sure everybody gets their pick in. I think even though that sucked, we'll get right back to the show here. Jeremy was, hey, hello to Jeremy. He was digging it until that moment, but no, just thank you, Jeremy. Good to have
Never
you here.
coming back now.
Yeah, that's just it. Seems family friendly. It's not, it's not. We're family. That's what I think you said. Ron here. James Edward will post his plays. Here's an under in the game for Fernando. Cubs all day. Was I frozen and my eyes were?
Yeah, affixed.
All right. Just want to get everybody's plays in there. Thank you. No, what do you, Mindy's got a baseball cap on? Oh, well, maybe no logo. Well,
I mean, this is one of my golf hats.
Okay.
Golfing.
Yeah, thanks, Fernando. Let's keep it rolling here. Marco will have one WNBA pick here in just a moment. All right.
Yeah, I changed it up with all of my hats. So you get something hopefully fresh every day. We'll see. I think my closest one is Ramon's Padre hat. That's my closest one to me. But I don't have too many brown, too much brown gear.
Where you were?
I was going on the Nationals and Astros.
Thank you, and I'm struggling again there. It looks like, but bear with me. Mindy can go ahead and give. All right. Hopefully, I'm with you here.
Yeah, you're back now.
We'll get back to it. Nationals. Boy, this is really bad right now.
You're doing okay right now, I think. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah. I'm going on the Nationals on the run line here today. I kind of felt like they were going to be able to get some money here the last couple of days. Haven't quite made it. But I like Josiah Gray on the mound. 2.63 ERA on the road. Kind of facing a little bit meager Astros lineup. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Nationals here on the run line today.
All right, Mindy on the Nationals here. Hopefully, it looks like I've caught up. Looks like I'm okay here right now, and good because I'm going to agree. I'm not just going to agree because I'm on the air and just want to get it out of the way. I think the price is just too high here. Valdez right now, let's see, 240, 7.5 over 15. I'll take the Nationals with, Josiah Gray. Totally a different pitcher on the road. Whatever it is, try to bottle it up and take it back home with you, Josiah, because he's been terrific on the road, Mindy, and at home. Not so much.
Right.
Am I there?
Yep,
All
you're
right,
here.
I'm here. Okay.
You're here.
We've got.
I know. I see on my computer has the little yellow button on the bottom, so it's waiting for me to make some updates as well. That always messes us up. The updates want to go at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Boo, computer
Well,
folks.
this is definitely my internet connection
Okay.
for sure here. But hopefully you're getting the picks. And of course, we'll review them at the end as well. And if I skip through, we don't want to make this show too long if I'm going to struggle like this. We haven't had any problems like this in a long time. So not too trippy about it here. Luis on the Nats. Hello to Moneyline here today. CTG's with us on the Nationals. So good job, Moneyline, yesterday on that WNBA. Butterscotch is with us. Ron says, though, Valdez get the win. Houston here. And, oh, gosh. There we go. Yeah, Marco, stick around. Wait, there's more than just this puppy. Let me tell you. Bring the big boy in. Fernando, we are on Washington plus 1.5. Thank you for asking again on that. Hopefully you're getting it there. All right. Yep, Astros doing well. Paul here today. Hello to Paul, and he's got
Good
Astros
morning.
5. Let's keep it rolling, Mindy. So that
All right.
sorry about this, everybody. The Phillies and the Diamondbacks. Boy, these two been some rough ones in a way. The way these games are getting off to some mismatches early with the scoring. Here in this one, you do have. I'll come back to the Reds. I missed your Royals there because of the problem.
I thought on purpose, actually.
So let's just continue because I put the graphic up there, though. Phillies, Ranger Suarez, Diamondbacks, Merrill Kelly. Philly jumped off to that big lead yesterday. I had a premium on the over in this one, and boy, it was pretty. It took a little bit, but seemed like it was going to get there after the Phillies went off to that big lead. So right now, Merrill Kelly and the Diamondbacks are $1.30 movement here to the Phils. $1.30. And the total 8.5 over 20.
I don't know what it is with Ranger Suarez, but I've just liked him all season long here. I like this Phillies team. I know they haven't been reliable at times, but they just really smoked him yesterday. Never really let the Diamondbacks here get anything started. I know last time Ranger got clobbered by Arizona. I think he comes back with the victory here. I'm going to go ahead and go on the Phillies today. A little bit of plus money.
All right. Mindy says, take the Phillies today, and I'm going to agree. Take the Phillies. Look, we're going to have to beat Merrill Kelly here. I get that. The move is on Philly. Notice that for sure. I don't think it's very steamy, but for whatever reason, Suarez does have that 4.7 ERA this season, but I like what they did yesterday, getting out to that big lead. There's been a little bit of talk about maybe the Diamondbacks are overshooting their expectations right now, especially with this offense. I mean, they still were able to, pick up some good offense yesterday in that game, despite the victory by the Phils. I want to take the Phillies here. We're getting plus money. That's a pick for us here today. We got a dog here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back to that, Renoir. Thank you. Craig, hello. One game in the WNBA. We'll get to that. Here's Luis on the Diamondbacks in this one. And James Edward on the Diamondbacks. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Butterscotch on the Diamondbacks. James Edward is on the Phillies with us. Brett says he likes that K-prop to go over.
Yeah, Arizona had the second highest team batting average there for a while. There you go again. It's all right. We're catching you. It's just a little bit of bum. Oh, is he stuck again?
Bad show here, Mindy.
There you are. It happens every once in a while. I mean, Tony tried to warn us that Wi-Fi there in Las Vegas is not so great from other.
Yeah, but that hasn't been the case. I mean, that I have not seen that to be the case. Really, we've been flawless. I mean, we've done dozens and dozens.
But I mean, you look really clear, so I don't know why it gets a little bit of.
Well, it's my skin. medication. Okay, let's continue on here if I can. Solo is on the over here, and Fernando on the over as well. Renoir's on Arizona. We're on the Phillies here. Yeah. Oh, no doubt about it. Arizona. I mean, I've got them right now, Mindy, as my number 3 offense in the league.
Well, they're ranked number 2. They will. I guess they were number 2 until last night. Had a little bit weaker performance, fell to 3rd. If we take a look at just batting averages and such. Ramon, stop it. I feel like he's going to keep coming back. So Paul, our friends here, my friend in Iowa, said Heather is watching the show. So Heather, welcome. I'm glad that you're watching. Hopefully you become one of our, avid fans of the Morning Steam show. Usually it doesn't run as such. Ramon usually comes in pretty clear. I mean, it's kind of important that, he's on since he is the host of the show. Otherwise, I have to become the host / sidekick coming on. So, but yeah, Arizona, they've been playing lights out. I had them yesterday. Couldn't come through versus the Phillies. So I think it is going to go ahead and go back on the Phillies here today. Ramon, stunned at the new viewership. I like that, Scotch. That's pretty good. That is true. It could be everyone. It's kind of like when you go to a concert and everyone's no one can send any photos out or any text messages because everyone's on the same circuit. It's like that. Everyone's still celebrating in Vegas with Ramon. Are you back, Ramon? I see you.
Yeah, I'm just getting the phone going in case I got to join you on the phone. Every time I get to the point where I'm ready to join you on the phone. Look, I'm ruining the show here. We got 100 viewers today that love baseball, and so do I. Renoir telling me to restart.
Well, you did, right? So maybe we're good to go here again.
Absolutely. Let's do it. I mean, I have nowhere. I can't talk about any games. Hello to Heather. Paul and Heather hanging out, watching Max Headroom. All right. But Paul, okay, I'm going to say hello to Heather. Nice to have you. I want to say your name. Hopefully we're on a TV here or a phone. But I want Paul to tell Heather that usually this show goes off like clockwork. We don't have this problem. All right.
Well, we saw the graphic change, but Ramon's face hasn't changed. I can hear you a little bit. You might just go to the phone right now. We'll see. Oh, I hear you. There you are.
I'm here.
See, we just have to say phone, and there you go. Are you going to go back to the Royals now?
But Butterscotch is right. I'm about to throw this computer through the window, but Tony wouldn't like that. All right. Here we go. Let's go back to that Royals. Okay, we got our pick in.
Yep.
We're on the Phillies.
Everyone's against us.
Back to the Royals game. Maybe talking about the Royals will straighten up my internet. Here are the Reds and the Royals with Ben Lively. He's going to be a road favorite here. Get my computer, my phone notes up now. In this one, Lively $1.15, 9.5 under 20 here today, going up against the Royals and Daniel Lynch.
What's the Lynch's stats again? I forget.
I've got him at 4.41 ERA. Is there a joke? Is a joke on me?
No, it's just that the Royals are terrible, and I'm going to take them anyway here today. I think they get their revenge on the Reds. I'm with Fernando. Renoir's against me, though. Luis is against me, though. I'm going to go ahead and take the Royals on the short favorite side. Oh, I guess they're not. I have a -107. I guess that's the short favorite.
Well, it's funny, right? I mean, wasn't this kind of the type of game that the Royals were going to be favored in just a few days or week or two. Remember, we were stunned when the Royals were always favored in some of those games.
Right.
Well,
They shouldn't have been minus 140 ever.
Yeah, I mean, now look at they'd be a big underdog to the.
Don't go, Ramon. Don't go.
Yeah. Oh no!
Oh, I hear you.
Am I here?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I'm here. I can see you. I can see you. I can see me. So thanks for reading the comments too.
Yeah. No
So that I'll just flash them up there. You said most of them. So now I'm just in a hurry to get. We've got our 90. We went to 100, and I want to, yeah.
Now we're way back down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mindy on the Royals here, and I'm on the over in this one for sure.
Can't do it, huh? Can't do it. Saving it for a premium, I'm sure, Ramon.
Well,
I'm kidding.
Well, no, I'm favoring the Reds. I'm not sure I want to put the Reds down as a premium. Oh God, Mindy, I'm so sorry about.
Okay. So, what did you like in this one? I missed it. Over, under. What did Ramon say? I missed. What did you guys hear? What it was? Maybe not. He said he didn't like the Royals. He thought he was on the Reds, but then I couldn't hear what he said. Leaning Cincy, but he had given a total. Either over or under. I don't remember. He's probably going to come back on his phone, I'm sure, this time. He said over. Okay. Royals over. Because me and Ramon like to do some side bets if we agree on our super secret stuff. So we just have a little account together. It's fun. We get to make some more money that way together. So we have you guys buying picks, and we do a little bit of cashing out on this side as well. All right, so are we going to move on? I think Ramon's probably getting back here, but we're going to go ahead and go to the next one. I think it is the Mariners and the Marlins. Oh, I got to go back to my other page here, since I always count on Ramon to give me all of the stats. So today we got the Mariners sitting at minus 190. Over under is 7 on this one. Looks like we got Perez here, 2.17 ERA for Miami, 30 Ks, 13 walks versus Luis Castillo. Good pitching matchup. 2.7 ERA, 92 Ks. Man, that's a bunch. And only 17 walks here today. But for me, I don't know if I want to take the Mariners sitting at minus 200. That's probably how I would go ultimately, because it just seems like this Mariners team doesn't do a whole lot here via the run line. So I think my pick is going to go ahead and be under the 7. I really like how Yuri Perez has been pitching here for sure. With Scotch and that Scotch lot going under. Renoir, he's going under. Luis going under. Yeah, lots of unders here today. So I think we'll go that way. We'll have to wait until Ramon comes back. There he is. He's moving around, trying to get back in. There he is.
Yeah, it was great being a part of Tony's picks. My last day on the job here.
Getting the axe.
All right, maybe we'll move on to the next game. We got our picks in there.
So I went ahead and moved on. We're in the Marlins and the Mariners there. So I like the pitching matchup, Ramon. I think, we talked about Perez. He's been pretty good. I'd maybe give the edge to Castillo here in this one, but I'm not going to take the Mariners. They're sitting at close to minus 200. They don't usually beat anyone by 2. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and still go under the total. It was a Scotch lock. Might as well take it.
Yeah, and this total has moved to the low here, 7 under 15 now. So total definitely moving lower here with the Marlins and the Mariners. So thanks everyone for being patient. I know a few people left us. Thanks for bearing with us there. Mindy, you said under, though, is your
Yeah, I
pick.
went under the 7 with these two pitchers. A little bit of lack of offense.
Okay. No, I think I'm going to agree with you here, not just to get it out of the way. That's the way I was looking. And tough at 7, especially after what happened yesterday. I did give out the over on our
Ron.
sponsor video, and
Ron says he thinks Heather is probably still watching, but at this point only for, relief. Ramon's was struggling. It sucks when that happens. I've had it happen before. It's no fun, right? So yeah, Ramon made his pick. Unfortunately, I can't get everyone's stats up there. So James Edwards had Miami on the money line. Brett said, "Oh no, I can't believe this is happening." Futuristic Kennels thinks that Ramon took the blue pill. So we're gonna go ahead and move on here again. We'll go to, let's see, what do we got? Is it the Rays and A's already? All right, we're going to go that route here. So yeah, Rays and A's. Rays minus 275, over under 8.5 here in this one. What's been going on with the Rays? I just seem to think every time the Rays, even though they're in the bottom of 9, I still think they're going to come back and get the victory. But no such luck 2 days in a row. I don't understand. And yeah, I didn't get what was going on with the crowd. I had this one on like TV1. All I saw is the whole place was packed, and they normally only get like 100 fans in there. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a crazy one with Tyler Glass now on the mound. 2.87 ERA, 20 Ks, 7 walks versus Luis Medina. Really high ERA, 7.53. Does have 32 Ks and 17 walks here in this one. For me, I'm still probably going to go ahead and go over the total. I don't think it's going to be anything like yesterday. I had over the total yesterday as well. Again, this A's team, if you watch, they're always going to score a minimum of, usually 2 to 3 runs. That's where they always are. So you kind of just have to hope your opponent scores more. But then you have those days that the A's really break out for about 5 runs or so. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and go over the total. Hopefully Ramon can come back here. It looks like James Edwards says he's taking the Rays, or no, the A's on the money line. Ron Hahn is taking the Rays on the run line. He said they're going to win today. It's over, especially with Medina on the mound. I kind of agree, right? Medina's been pretty awful here. But Butterscotch says, go ahead and go get yourself an alternate run line. Go ahead and get the plus 2.5 is what Scotch says for the Scotch lock. So we moved on to the A's and to our Rays.
Okay, great.
So solos on the A's.
Okay, as long as you're
Bando's riding the A's.
There we go.
So I took the over, Ramon. We were talking about Medina having that high, 7.53 ERA. I don't think we're going to keep the Rays offense down here forever. Not sure if they're going to get swept by this A's team.
All right, Mindy, thank you. Rays and A's, thank you for your comments and all the picks in there. I'm not sure we're going to...
Yeah, we read off the comments. They might not get up
call
here.
Them all out. Let's just continue to move on and get this show over with all due...
So who do you like in the Rays and the A's?
What did you go with, Mindy?
I went with the over.
Okay, Mindy on the over here with these two. And, oh, boy, I wanted to talk about this game so bad because I wanted to talk about the A's. Oh, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. If it doesn't, we'll just move on to the last games here. But so the A's, the reverse boycott yesterday, right? The winning the game, the winning streak right now, everything just coming up roses for the A's. Ironically, they go through this situation with the reverse boycott. Everyone shows up. They do in the 5th inning, 55 seconds of silence as the game's going along. and then they start chanting, sell the team, sell the team. Earlier in the day, the Nevada Senate passed their $380 million support bill to the A's to kind of just basically seal the deal. After it seemed like everybody here in Vegas, and I'm just an observer, so I don't want to step out of line and say anything about, oh, they'll get the team, they should have the team, don't get the team, whatever. I mean, we're just a show with, our 80 or 90 friends that are leaving us because I can't keep on the air. But still.
Oh, he was doing so good. He took a breath. I think that's what happened.
Oh, great.
Well, you're kind of.
That's what I'm going on this diatribe.
Right. See, Verley is here. He's saying that Tony's on the phone with him to take Ramon's place. Oh, Ramon, this is terrible. I feel for you. It stinks when it happens. It's just that we are at the mercy of the interwebs all the time. All right. Well, we have a couple more. Oh, wait. Ron, he has a comment. He said, a good friend of mine lives in Oakland. The fans did not want them to leave. Well, why did the fans not ever show up? I mean, they have like the lowest attendance in all of Major League Baseball. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be interesting to see what finally happens. So, yeah, I don't know. We're losing Ramon's voice as well. So I don't know what's going on with that. Renoir. I mean, we wish we could figure it out. The only other option is for him to go on his phone. But then, of course, then we can't do the comments and such either. So we're just kind of struggling today.
All right, forget it. Give me the A's. Let's go. Give me the A's. I don't care anymore. All right. Just take the A. I'm just taking the A's.
All right.
Anyways, Brett, I know I got all the answers here, Brett. It's just a matter of I was going to go every time I get to my phone, and then I'd get back on, it seems like. So I know you guys you mean well. We really have never had this problem in several months. So
yeah,
let's get the show over with. Mindy's on the over. Had some great things to say there about the A's. Anyways, they're coming to Vegas. After that, the assembly, it's a done, it's a given. Okay, let's move on, Mindy. Where are we going next? Padres here?
Guardians, Padres.
Okay, let's just get the picks out, or do your handicap when you're there, and I'll just try to go as fast as I can to not trouble anybody.
Well, I'll take your Padres with Waka on the mound, 2.93 ERA. Has that 24.5% K rate. That's how I'm going today.
All right, Mindy, on the Padres, yay! I'm taking the Padres here in this one, Mindy, but I will take the under here for sure with these two teams. Look, Waka, everyone made fun of him. I've definitely been sticking by him, telling you, hey, he'll give you the innings. He's definitely pitching very, very well right now. Savali, so far, so good. Only had 4 starts from him so far. Everything's pretty good. 2.31 ERA. We know Cleveland has a great bullpen. So do the Padres, 2 of the best bullpens in the league. I'm going under here, especially at 8. And now it's over. I'm not even going to take the time to adjust this here. It is shaded to the over now, but I'll go under in this one. I feel like I really like the picks on the show too.
Yeah, it looks like you only get like a couple minutes at a time, Ramon, unfortunately. That's how it works. It's like you get a really good run, everything looks clear, and then you just kind of freeze up. I'm not sure why. Because usually, it's like one of those, like if it's grainy and spinning, that's when he doesn't show. But we almost made it. We got like 2 more picks to go here. We got the White Sox and the Dodgers here coming up next. Ramon got it on the screen there. He's got Clevenger for the White Sox. And we got Kershaw here for the Dodgers. Let me go back to my stuff. So it shows... Oh, looks like I have the Dodgers at like minus 275 over under 8.5. So I don't know if that's maybe yesterday's there or not. But Clevenger 4.19 ERA, 48 Ks, 24 walks. Clayton Kershaw 2.95 ERA, 93 Ks, 13 walks. So for me today, Ramon, I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to take the over.
All right, Mindy, over in this one, White Sox and Dodgers. Thank you again, everybody, for your patience. Good job, Mindy. Also, great job, actually, in this one. Mindy, on the Dodgers here. Run line, you said?
Over. Dodgers over.
Oh, over in the game?
Yep, I'm taking over in the game.
All right, Mindy goes over here with the White Sox and the Dodgers. Oh boy, thank you for your patience. We'll just get this one over with, you guys. Thank you so much today for your patience here in this one. All right. I'll be on the over with you, Mindy, here as well. I'm going to take your advice and go over. Kershaw's been pretty strong. We know that. But these bullpens have been pretty mediocre, to say the least. Both teams with an ERA close to 4.7 out of the pen right now. Okay. Is that it for baseball?
Yeah. Should we try WNBA here real quick?
Yeah, let's just get our one game in. We'll get everybody out of here. Thank you. We'll be back tomorrow with more morning steam. We're going to wrap up this show real quick, too. Probably not go through any of the usual humble jumble. Mindy's the Sparks, and the Wings here. Wings are favored now by 4.5 as we approach this morning. 4.5, and the total here is 168. 168.5. Steam came in on the over.
Yeah, so we finally are getting some stats rolling in here. Each of these WNBA teams are getting their 3 road, 3 home. Also, I can do a little bit of a rolling average here. I got Dallas just winning this one by 1 today. So I'm going to be taking the Sparks. I'm going to take those 4.5 points here in this one.
All right. Yeah. Dallas has looked decent. Sparks have looked decent, certainly. Boy, I like that this total's going up. I know the Wings are known for their offense here, but I'm feeling kind of contrarian, I think, here in this one. I want to go under with these two teams, especially now at 168.5. So Mindy's on the Sparks. I'm on the under. Are you typing in the plays, Mindy? Or
yeah.
I feel like it's probably
a pretty crazy day, right?
Well, yeah, and if you type them in and
if
I go off, we'll just wrap up the show. Maybe I'm fixed now that the show's over. Thanks so much, everybody, for your patience today. Well, here's Ron Wings on the alternate line. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with more morning steam. Don't forget, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Get our premium picks for today, including those early games that we have out here today. And hopefully have a normal show. I'm a little flustered.
There we go.
Hello, Relly Buns, as well. Yeah. I'm not too worried about us, guy. I think it's a one-timey thing, and we'll just take care of it. Okay, here's Twins under, Cubs money line, Nationals run line, Phillies money line, Mariners under, Dodgers over. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you guys more than you know. And we're back tomorrow with a normal show, hopefully. Do all the normal things that we usually do, go through things over at Tony'sPicks.com and whatnot. Thanks a lot, Mindy. Great job holding it together. We'll get out of here. Thanks.
You bet.
For Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.